Booga booga! Hi fans of high quality entertainment. This is about the 5th or 6th time I've tried to do this opening, and it's just failed. So I might have bloopers. I don't usually have bloopers, but at the end of this video I might speed it up or something, but it'll be so funny. Maybe. Sparks top 10 songs. My favorites. My top 10 favorites. And it's spanning their whole career from 1971 up to their final album so far, 2020's A Steady Drip Drip Drip, and I know they're working on a new album right now, as we speak. Actually, they're getting prepared for their live tour, and I'm seeing them in Toronto in early April with Molly. It'll be my 4th time seeing them. The first time was in 1982 at the El Macombo in Toronto, and it was going to be on a Monday. No, it was going to be on a Saturday, and then they had to postpone it until the Monday because they got offered to play on Saturday Night Live. And then I did not see them for 31 years. That's right. And when Ron and Russell did their solo tour, I saw them in, I believe it was 2013 at Lee's Palace in Toronto. And then 2 years later I saw them with Franz Ferdinand when they combined Sparks and Franz Ferdinand as the band FFS. And I saw them in Toronto, and all the concerts were just excellent, very entertaining. So I know that there's, I always get comments from people asking, well, you know, if they're not familiar with Sparks, what album do you suggest I listen to, or what albums or what songs? So I feel that if you're not familiar with Sparks, this top 10 list I'm about to tell you about is a great way to start, because there's such a variety of music. It's almost like listening to 10 different bands. That's how amazing Sparks are. And so I've made a Spotify playlist. It'll be here, and it should be in the pinned comment too to click on. So check it out, and just know that if you've never heard Sparks before, the first time you listen to them, it might be a bit of a shock. It was for me. But, you know, give it a chance and you might actually become a fan of Sparks. And I've had so many, dozens and dozens and dozens of people write to me or leave comments that because of me, they became a fan of Sparks. And, you know, that makes me feel really good that I helped out in some small way. And in case you don't know, Edgar Wright, the very famous director, he did an excellent documentary on them last year, and it's on Netflix, at least in Canada and the States, called The Sparks Brothers. And Edgar Wright even sent me a nice, he tweeted about when I think I was ranking all of the Sparks albums, and he really enjoyed that. So that was really cool to hear from him. And he's, of course, a huge Sparks fan like I am. So these are not in any order, because all of these, I mean, I have about 50 #1 Sparks songs, but these would be my 10 absolute favorites. And even this was hard to do because there are certain songs that I absolutely love, like Hospitality on Parade from Indiscreet, but it didn't make the list because it's hard to squeeze so many songs into a top 10 list. And when I mention each song, I'm going to have a little bit of the lyrics for each song here, because what I love about Sparks, I could make a big list. Russell Maill's vocals, of course, and the range in his vocals. Ron Maill's lyrics, that's why I'll be posting them here. Probably right up there is one of my favorite songwriters with John Lennon and Paul McCartney and Lou Reed. right up there, Ron Mail. And the music throughout the years, and they've had great musicians in their band, but it is mainly Ron and Russell Mail, and then they have a backing band that goes out on tour with them and plays on their albums. So, and I've done this top 10 list in a way that you can hopefully listen to it from start to finish, and you'll just see the variety in the music. So it starts with their biggest hit in the UK. It went to number 2 on the charts. This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us from 1974. It's one of the first Sparks songs that I ever heard. I saw them on the Midnight Special in 1974. They did 4 songs, and I remember that night. It was like, I think some of you can relate that are my age, seeing Sparks for the first time. It's even mentioned in the documentary. It's like, what is that? It's like they're from another planet. It was just very bizarre. The vocals were very weird, and Ron Mail's expressions were really funny, but very strange. And so the next day I rushed out and bought Kimono My House, then I threw it in the garbage because I hated it. But then I took it back out of the garbage, and I've been a fan ever since. So yeah, This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us. They're probably their most famous song. But they have a lot of great songs. From 2020, A Steady, Drip Drip Drip, Self-Effacing. And as you can see, the lyrics are here. And like I said, Ron Mail, I mean, his lyrics can of course be funny and creative and witty, but some of them can be pretty, below the comedy. There's some deep stuff there too. So Self-Effacing from 2020. Those Mysteries from 1977, and when I saw the solo tour in 2013, they sang that. Russell sang that. I was right in front of the stage, and it's a deep cut. Even some of the Sparks fans around me weren't familiar with the song, but it's, like I said, one of my favorites. So I was really thrilled that they performed that. Slow Boat from their debut album, a beautiful ballad. I think even a song like Slow Boat, the first time you hear it, it might not connect with you. Please, just listen to it. Go away from it for a day, come back to it, give it a couple more spins, and you will realize it is a beautiful ballad. Sparks don't do too many beautiful ballads, but that is definitely one of them. It's gorgeous. From 1982, Angst in My Pants. The opening track from Angst in My Pants. Some of these songs are hard to describe, but you'll see all of these songs are different. Even Russell Mail's vocals are different in most of these songs, and that's why I'm a fan. I had to include another song from Kimono My House. I could have included all 10, but Here in Heaven from 1974. If I was going to rank them, I would rank that possibly at number 1. Just the lyrics are so great. Russell's vocals and the band, of course. From 1973, Whippings and Apologies from A Woofer in Tweeter's Clothing. This song, it's almost punk before punk rock came into existence. It's very heavy, lots of really heavy guitar work in it. Russell's vocals are crazy, of course. And yeah, it would be in my top 5. From Little Beethoven from 2002, My Baby's Taking Me Home. Now this song, I think if somebody hears it for the first time, they might be annoyed by it because there's a lot of repetitive lyrics in it. It's basically repeating "My baby's taking me home" quite a lot. There's a few more lyrics too, but it's mainly just repeating those lyrics. But I know that it's one of Ron and Russell's favorite songs, and a lot of Sparks fans' favorite songs. But like I said, once again, just take your time and you'll grow to actually love the song, hopefully. And the final two, the Number One Song in Heaven from 1979 from Number One in Heaven. This is when Sparks went disco, although it's not disco. It's one of the earliest electronic albums that really inspired a lot of bands for the 80s. And the whole album. When it came out, I was thinking, oh, Sparks have gone disco. I was kind of worried a bit, but as soon as I played the album, I loved it right away. So, and ending with Dick Around from 2006. It was banned on the BBC radio just because of the name Dick Around, which is silly. But it's also a very epic song with all kinds of changes in it, and quiet parts, and a part that really rocks out, and a lot of great lyrics in it too. So yeah, those are my top 10 favorite Sparks songs. I would love your thoughts in the comments section below. And let me know what are your 10 favorite Sparks songs. Thanks for watching, and I hope some of you that aren't familiar with Sparks, or even if you are, you check out the Spotify playlist and like it and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.
Someday we'll have one extra coastline. Hi fans of high quality entertainment. I thought I would finally do an updated Sparks Top 10 Songs list. I did one, I think 5 or 6 years ago. But of course, they've made more albums, Hi fans of high quality entertainment. It's time for my list of my top 10 favorite Sparks songs. Sparks have been making music since 1971. This was their very first album, although when they released their first album, they were known as Half Nelson. There's a story behind it. If you've seen the Sparks Brothers documentary, then you'd know of the story. But this is the re-release of their first album as Sparks. They changed their name, and this was released in 1972, but it was originally released in 1971 as the band Half Nelson. Write that down. All the way up to their latest album from last year, A Steady Drip Drip Drip. No, from 2020. The years go by so quickly. So stupid. Booga Booga. But they did have a minor hit on this one. Hi fans of high quality entertainment. And their last album is from 2020, Steady Drip Drip Drip, which it was top 7 in the UK charts. Same with their previous one, Hippo, where the Rolling Stones made their surprise appearance, and it's on their and you guys think I'm a professional. Oh, just some days you struggle starting out the video. Gets me mad. I might use this as bloopers at the end. It'll be funny. It'll be so funny.